All right, people, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate you being here. And just continue to like the content, share the content, subscribe if you're new. Now, my last video seems to have been controversial, but the intention was never that. And I am not here to diagnose an athlete to say that he has mental health issues. When I say the athlete has a mental issue, it has nothing to do with him being a mental health patient. It has everything to do with his mental fortitude in competition. So I want to get that straight. And sometimes I don't want people to read into things the wrong way that I'm not saying. I'm never here to diss an athlete because I'm a coach. I know what athletes go through. So I'm never here to diss an athlete and to put undue pressure on them. All I'm saying, it seems as if Oblique Civil doesn't have the mental fortitude when it comes on to competition. And that's my opinion. Right? So it's never to diss Oblique Civil. Good athlete. Rate him. Rate all the Jamaicans, as a matter of fact. Yeah? But this is a forum where we put out our opinion. It's opinionated. It is supported sometimes by facts. All right? Now, let's talk about Shelly and Fraser Pryce, because I think Shelly and Fraser Pryce is out to make history, but her friend is standing in the way. And whenever your friend is standing in the way, how do you approach it? You know what I mean? Also, I think this time around defending a title, this might be the toughest one for Shelly and Fraser Pryce. In my opinion, I think it could be the toughest one because she goes in with injury concern. There might be a case where she would have had injury concerns going into competition before, but I believe that this is the toughest one. Knowing Shelly and Fraser Pryce, she's not going to back down. She's going to compete, cost it what it will. Yeah, she will go out there, she'll compete, she'll give an 100%. Even if she's not 100%, she's definitely going to give you 100%. Now, Shelly and Fraser Pryce started her season late because of some issues with her knee earlier in the season when she went to compete at an event in Africa. Yeah, so it has been a struggle for her. The good thing about it is that the World Championship would have been later this year in August, as opposed to last year when it was a little bit earlier. So if it was like last year, she would have been in tremendous trouble. But now she had a longer time. She got 2 races in. Well, she got 2 races in at the national trials, the 200 meters. Then she got 2 races over 100 meters on the circuit in Europe. So I believe that they basically see what they want to see, her coach, her team, and they are going into Budapest, not 100%. But, I mean, she was a little bit possum in those races, a little bit conservative because, you know, I believe that, you know, she doesn't want to give 100% in those build-up when she's thinking about 3 rounds in Budapest. You know what I mean? So the likes of a Shericka Jackson, who she narrowly beat last season, is right there in the 10-6 region. So Shericka Jackson is the overwhelming favorite, if you ask me. There is also Marie-Josée Talou. There is Shakira Richardson, one of the top favorite as well, even though she has never been on this stage before. But based off this season's performance, she's definitely out there. And there's a little theory when it comes on to sport. I don't know if persons believe in it, but I mean, from 2005 until now, World Championship, there has been a trend in my eyes where you have American winning once, then Jamaica winning it twice, then one America win it again, then Jamaica twice. And now this is the third time. So is it this the time for another American, which is Sha'Carri Richardson, to win it again so that the sequence may continue? It might seem or sound away, but sometimes in sport, this sequence really happen. History in sport is very important. Shelly is also chasing history. It has never been done before. Has never been done at her age, winning so many 100-meter world titles. So she's on the cusp of creating unprecedented history. You know what I mean? But again, her friend Shericka Jackson, which I believe is the overwhelming favorite, stands in her way. And Shericka has improved this season. Shericka has gotten faster. Owing to the fact that one, RDD believes that Shericka will never run 10-6. It's amazing that he has gone quiet. He has gone into obscurity since Shericka has run that 10-6. Yeah, I just plugged that in. But RDD come from out of the bushes and put some respect on the athlete name. Yeah, you have your favorite, but even when you have your favorite, you can't downplay athletes like that, man. So hold that and smoke it. All right, so yeah, man, I think this is going to be a tough one for Shelly and Fraser Pryce with her countrywoman, her good friend, Shericka Jackson, right there. It's not like the usual Shelly and Fraser Pryce not being 100%. You could just go out on the leaf and say, all right, Shelly and Fraser Pryce. Yeah, man, you could say that anyone could win. But it's a different season, different dynamics. You're not getting the consistent 10-6 from Shelly because of injuries. She has not competed a lot. 2 times over 100 meters, 10-8. That is consistency. But with a ripe, with a eager, with a determined friend in Shericka Jackson, Shelly has to pull out all her stops, all her experience, all her quality in order to go back to that 10-6 in order to beat her countrywoman in Shericka Jackson. And a matter of fact, the rest of the world, I think this has been, or yes, this could arguably be one of the toughest 100 meters competition lineup that you can see. People running fast. I mean, Julian Alfred is in the mix. Talu is in the mix. Shericka is in the mix. Sha'Carri is in the mix. Even though it's kind of sad for me to know that she isn't 100% as well. You know what I mean? But these athletes have put their hat in the ring. And it's not going to be like a cakewalk for Shelly and Fraser Pryce. Yeah? Many counter out, but trust me, I have seen where Usain Bolt would have been through the same situation against Justin Gatlin, where he did not do a lot of races. He came into the championship not 100%. He even had a situation where he barely made it through to the finals in one of those events. And then, boom, at the final leg, final meter, he clipped Justin Gatlin. Yeah? And Justin Gatlin was the red-hot favorite. So I think it is something that Shelly has to get used to as well. It's a different mental space for her in terms of going about her game in competition. It's just different for her, different for Shelly and Fraser Pryce. And Shericka is basically vying for the double. And I think she has a realistic chance of taking that double. So Shelly, you're on the cusp of history, but your friend standing in the way. How do you deal with that, Shelly? I know Shelly will be philosophical and say, boy, she don't think about that. She think about her race. She think about going out and executing. And once she's in the final, she's going to be giving her all. So I know Shelly will be philosophical in that. But Shelly, you still have to deal with it, you know. Your friend standing in your way of history, you know. How you go about dealing with that. People, share your thoughts on this one. Until next time, peace out.